Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a fun one. It is something new for me. I have a link that I go to, and it is a artificial intelligence link, an AI link. It is called chatgpt.com, I believe. I will link it below in case anybody wants to check into it. And it's really a cool idea. Now, as far as artificial intelligence, I think that you can go overboard on it. I think it could be very dangerous. And like anything else, it all has to do with how people use it. I like to use it sometimes when I don't know exactly what title to put on my videos. I go into it and I give it an idea and it gives me a title name. But I decided to do something different. I went into it and I asked the artificial intelligence to pick products for a full face of makeup for Beauty is Ageless 55. So it took a few seconds. I don't know if it checked my YouTube or what, but it did come up with products that I actually own. And this is a high-end edition. Maybe I'll do a drugstore edition if you guys like this. You need to let me know. So we're going to go ahead and do a full face that was chosen to me by artificial intelligence. So the primer that I chose is a Smashbox Photo Finish Smooth and Blur. And I don't have a full size. It's been a long time since I've actually owned this in full size. I did own it at one time, but I didn't use it that much. So right now I just have this little sample, which is fine. This will work for me. The only thing that I have on my face is just my skincare, and I did put a little bit of the Too Faced lip injection on my lips just to smooth out the lines. I think any lip plumper actually helps smooth out the lines on your lips and maybe give you a little bit of plumpness, I think. So anyway, but I wanted to go ahead and do this. And this is a pretty good primer. It does help blur out your pores, but it's my favorite. I have others that I think work a little better, but that's okay. Okay, it did not give me an eye primer, but I did want to put a primer on, so I picked my ABH. I haven't used this in a while, and I just want to put a little bit on my lids. I thought it was pretty neat. Some of the products that it picked for me were products that I haven't used in a long time, so that was kind of fun. Ooh, this thing just spit at me. It's way too much. You don't need that much of this stuff. So I'm going to wipe some of it off because it can get very messy. Yeah, so some of the products that it picked, especially the face products, it was like, wow. Even the eyeshadow palette is something I have not touched in a long time. So that was kind of fun. All right, so that's primed right there. So we're going to start with foundation. The foundation I chose for me is a Luminous Silk by Giorgio Armani, and I only have a small one. They actually have this in full size or half size, and it wasn't like a ripoff. Because sometimes when you buy like the smaller size, you pay through the nose for it. But this one was actually nice. So I'm going to see if it's not too light. If I feel it's too light, I need to put something on that is going to make it a little better. Because lately I have been looking like, I don't know, maybe I'm ready for Halloween. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of the L'Oreal Glotion, and this is in the dark one. Yeah, so I haven't used any of these products actually in a long time. So it was kind of nice to go back through my collection and use some of these products again. It's been a while. I need more foundation on my cheeks, which I normally do. Put a little more. And while I do that, well, I'm going to let this sit for just 1 second. I'm going to just wipe the rest of the foundation. I'm going to put a little bit of the brightener. This is a Catrice brightener. Guys, if you guys haven't ordered this yet and you need a nice under eye brightener, this is only $6. And it is amazing. And you can get it either, you know what? I think I was looking on Amazon, and Amazon normally has it. But they must be out of it. But this is really, really good. And really a lot of the Catrice stuff. I recommend this. I recommend either foundation. I recommend the cream shadows that I had in my Catrice makeup full face. It's very, very nice. So I'm going to just see the difference, how it covers This is like a medium buildable foundation. It is very, very nice. I really like it. And even though it is called Luminous, I really don't think that is that glowy. I think that is, you know, it's not like a flat matte. It just looks natural. To me, it doesn't look glowy. But it is a nice foundation. It does wear for a long time, and I do enjoy it. Okay, so I'm going to take my concealer brush. Itchy nose. I always get itchy noses when I start doing my makeup, and then I also start dropping stuff. So I'm just going to spread this. And a little goes a long way. You can use your finger. I've done it with my finger. I just don't feel like using my finger right now, but it does work wonderful with the finger. Haven't done my brows yet. Sometimes I do my brows before I start my video, just to make it a little shorter. But actually, when I do my makeup, I like to do my brows last, because I always find that I always end up putting like foundation or powder or something on my brows, and I usually don't see it until I start editing. For concealer, it said the Tarte Shape Tape. I can wear that. I don't own it. I did purchase it when everybody was raving about it. It is a concealer that I can wear. It really, really, really dries out my under eyes. And I don't have too many concealers that do that. But that one just sucked all the moisture out of my under eyes. And my under eyes look like a road map. It looked horrible. So I have the Tarte Double Duty Beauty concealer. So this is the Shape Tape Ultra Creamy. So this is going to have to do. It is Shape Tape, but you know. Number one, I mean, I could have asked for a different suggestion, because there was a product that I had to ask for the foundation. It picked one from a Fenty that I don't own. I own a foundation by Fenty, but not that one. I own the Ease Drops, and I was asking for the other foundation. I don't have that one. So I asked for a second choice, and they gave me the Armani. So guys, my granddaughter, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Oh, you know what? This is my 7th one, my 7th grandchild, but I don't care. To me, it's like, you know, each one of them is special. Every time I have one, it's like my heart just gets bigger and bigger. There's nothing more important to my husband and I than our family. I mean, really, a happy day for me. Even for my birthday, it's not a gift. I'm not a material person that expects gifts or cares if I don't get a gift. My biggest gift is spending time with my family. That is what makes me happy. Even my husband and I, we usually don't, sometimes we do exchange a little something like on our anniversary, Christmas, or gift. But we like, instead of that, we like going away. Like going, instead of spending out money on a gift for each other, we rather go away for a weekend. That is what we enjoy, spending time with each other, getting away from the hustle and bustle, and you know, just spending time. So my biggest gift, oh my gosh, is my family. I just love them. I love them. They just, like I say, they just make my heart so full, and I feel like I am so blessed. So the powder that it chose for me is the Laura Mercier Translucent. Now I'm going to use a Laura Mercier under my eyes. This is the one that's talc free, and I really like it under my eyes, so I'm really not cheating because it's still Laura Mercier. And I just have the little, I have 2 tiny ones actually, so I shouldn't have to buy any for a while. So I'm just going to use a little bit. I don't use a lot of powder under my eyes at all. Anywhere on my face really. I don't use a lot of powder. Wow, that is really flying all over the place. But to me, it's like too much powder. I don't know, it makes my face look too makeup-y. And I just want enough to set it so that in the Florida heat. Oh yeah, it's funny, you can't see it, but I have like, oh, it's like a fall t-shirt. Yeah, no, it's not fall here. It's not going to be fall here till end of December, January. We'll have fall, and then we'll have a couple of days of winter, and then we'll be back in spring and summer. Alright, so then the other powder, I'm going to use the rest of my face, is going to be the regular Laura Mercier Translucent, which I really do love. I'm going to use this one, and this is by Baddington, and this is something that I got like in Boxycharm a long time ago. I'm not using any cream products and did not pick any cream products for me. And I don't feel like that lip injection. This one is not the one that is super hot. Like they have one that is on steroids. This is like the regular one. I don't mind the burning. I actually enjoy it. I know I'm crazy. But I'm that kid that, well, really, I didn't come to this country till I was 11. So it wasn't so much of a kid. Still a kid, but I enjoyed those Red Hots. Oh my gosh. They were so good. There still are. I think you can still find them, but I'm not too much of a candy eater. You know the other candy that I used to love when I was younger, the Mary Janes. Have you guys had that? Oh, they're so gooey and chewy, and that flavor. All right, so that's what we're doing for that. For blush, for bronzer, it picked the Hoola, the Benefit Hoola, and I don't have the individual bronzer because I have a couple of these palettes. And Hoola is in it, so I went ahead and I passed on my individual bronzer, and I'm just going to use it, the one from here. And I like Hoola because it is not too dark. It is not too, you know, it's like you can work with it. And it's not super orangey or anything like that. To me, it's more as it looks orange on my face. But to me, I don't know, it's more of a neutral. I like it. I really do. They do have, I think, also a Hoola Light. You know, a blush that I love is this on the Rockateur. I don't think they have that anymore. And it's so, I don't think they have any of these. Oh, I do have Hoola Light. I should have tried that. Let me try that on the forehead. I don't even know what I have. I'm going to take a little bit of the Hoola under my lip. I'm going to mix them both and go under my chin. I like this bronzer. This is like a OG bronzer that you know you can depend on. It's always going to work for you. Yeah, there's new ones, but you know what? It's okay. Okay, then for blush, it picked the NARS Orgasm. Imagine that. So again, I don't have it in a single. I used to have a deluxe size, a mini one, but I got rid of it because I have it on this palette. So it's the one in the middle. So we're going to use a little bit of that. This is a pretty peachy pink blush that has a little bit of a glow. It's very pretty. It really is. I don't like the name. That's why I hardly ever use it on my videos, because I don't like, and not that I'm a prude, but I just don't like that, you know. I don't think names like that are really necessary. And I think that now that Estee Lauder owns Too Faced, they should consider changing the name. All right, so we're gonna do highlighter after I do my eyes. For palette, it picked the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I love this palette. This palette is so beautiful. And is this a fall palette or what? It is gorgeous, but it's been like forever since I've used it. So we're gonna start. This is a Angie Hot Flashy A503. Okay, we're gonna start with this one right here that is called Sauced, and it's a matte. A little more. I usually don't like to go in like really hard when I first start. You know what? I'm going to try to do a different shape. I usually round out my eye over here. I'm going to try a little more building it out. I haven't done that in a long time. So let's try something different. So kind of like, yeah, kind of like out a little bit, like towards my brow bone. I don't know, the other way, I don't know. I think it suits my eyes a little better because of the shape of my eyes, but what the heck, let's do something different. But I thought this video would be so fun. So guys, you never guess what happened. So on Friday morning, I woke up. I went to bed Thursday night with a really bad headache, but I was able to fall asleep. And the only thing I can take, because I take anti-inflammatories for my back, and the only thing I can take is Tylenol, extra strength Tylenol. Okay, that to me is like drinking a glass of water. It really doesn't do anything to me. I'm very high tolerance for pain, but pain medication, regular pain medication doesn't work on me. Even anesthesia, when they're going to give me something for surgery, they have to give me more than most people because it just doesn't work on me. My body, you know, it's like rejects it. I need something stronger. So anyways, I took a couple of Tylenols because it's like you want to, you know, you're playing. Okay, I'll play the game. I'll try Tylenol. Okay, now I'm going to go with this low blow. And I'm going to take a smaller brush. I'm going to take this one. This is the A504, again, from Angie. And anyway, I was able to fall asleep. It took me a little while, but I was able to fall asleep. I'm going a little lower on my crease. So anyway, I woke up on Friday with super bad headache, and it was getting worse. So I'm going to use this one right here on my outer corner. It is called Ashes. And I'm going to no, I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use this brush right here. This is the 501 by Angie Hunt Flashy. So anyways, it was really bad. So I told my husband after about I took one of my pain pills with one Tylenol to see if that would help. And it felt like it wasn't helping, like it was getting worse. It just felt like this part right here and behind the eyes felt like it was just going to burst open. It was the worst feeling, the worst pain that I've had. It was terrible. So I told my husband, I said, listen, I said, something's going on. I don't feel right. I said, I think I need to go to the hospital, to the ER. And I don't like going to the ER. So for me to ask to be taken to the ER, it's a lot. I think I've been to the ER twice in my life. So for me, I was there plenty of times with my dad. So anyway, he took me to the ER, and we got there around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. They didn't take me back to the room till like 4:30. Okay, like within 20 minutes of me getting there, they did take me back and they did a CAT scan of my head. I guess I wanted to make sure I wasn't having like a stroke or something. And then I sat back out in the waiting room, and it was terrible. When they finally took me back, they did some lab work, and they gave me something they put an IV on me. They had a heart monitor because they were checking. They wanted to make sure it wasn't a heart attack, you know, everything that could be possible at my age. And I do have, both of my parents had cardiac problems. They both have bypasses, so. And I'm overweight, so I guess that could have been, you know, one of the problems. So they took me back, and yeah, they gave me an IV. They gave me something for the headache, which took a while, but it finally did help. And then when they came back with the test results, they told me I had COVID. So it's like, I guess this new strain of COVID, the symptoms are not as bad, and they told me it's not as contagious. But I was worried because I had been with my granddaughter on Wednesday. So I did tell my son right away, and the nurses away that told him, you know, that she should be fine. And I was only with her, tell you the truth, like 4 minutes, because she was born almost at 7 p.m. And everybody that was there waiting, all the family, you know, everybody wanted to get in and see her before they took her to the nursery to get weighed and all that. So I wasn't there very long. Okay, next I'm going to go into, this one right here is called Scorched. And I'm going to use the same kind of flat brush. So anyway, I was very upset and concerned about that. But, you know, I mean, there was nothing that I could do to begin with. You know, if I would have felt sick or something, I would have never been around her. But this darn COVID is like, is it going to ever get to a point where we're not like scared to death over getting it or giving it to someone, or I don't know. I'm going to take a little bit of this one. This looks darker. This was called Ember, and I'm going to put it over. I want this corner a little darker. I don't want it as orangey. So anyway, this does have fallout. So it was very scary, and I felt very bad. I mean, my son was awesome. He's like, Mom, don't worry about it. He goes, you know, it's everywhere. He goes, you know, there's no way for you to have known that a headache would have been something like that. So they've all been fine. You know, my son and my daughter-in-law, and of course we stayed away. Now, my husband and I did take a COVID test, 2 of them actually, 2 home COVID tests the day after I was diagnosed, and they both at home, and they both came back negative. So I don't know. I'm going to use this one right here on my lid, and this one is called Ounce. So I don't know. I mean, I just want this a lot lighter. It looks like it's supposed to have like shimmer, but I don't see it very shimmery. It looks kind of matte to me. I guess it's more like a, I don't know. It doesn't look shimmery. So anyways, yeah, that was kind of scary. I'm going between this one and this one, just for the, to kind of bring everything together over here. So I feel fine. My headache is gone. They did give me some medicine to take at home for the headache. I had to take it like the following morning, but since then I've been fine. Look at all the fallout. I haven't had any more headaches, so that's a good thing. It does brush right away, right off. I can't see with this mirror. Yes, I'm gonna have to fix it with a little bit of concealer because you can see it right there. Wow, this palette has a lot of fallout. But anyways, my granddaughter, my son, FaceTimes me every day, and she's just gorgeous. She's such a pretty girl. I'm going to put a little bit of that on my brow bone, of that light one. And then I'm going to take a smudger brush, and this is from Decay Beauty. This is the 204. And I'm going to take the dark color, which is called Ashes, and just go on my lower lash line. Yeah, it's very nice. I'm going to take this this one again and go into that Ashes and see if I can pack it on a little more over here on the outer V. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and fix that area there with a little bit of concealer. Okay. All right, so now for highlighter. It picked the, believe it or not, Becca, which I thought it was so weird because Becca's like out of business. I know the Smashbox has some of her highlighters and the eye brightener, but I still thought it was kind of weird. Now, I have passed on all of my Becca highlighters, the single ones, because I don't think I have any left. I think I gave them all away. Because, I mean, you can't get them anymore. You can get them through Smashbox, but still. And then I did have a couple of palettes that, you know, you had like a setting powder. This is a highlighter, so I'm going to use that one. And I'm going to use this brush right here. Now this is pretty. This is the light. I don't know if you guys remember when this came out. It was Be a Light, and they had a light one and then like a darker one, and I actually have them both. Okay, I'm going to take my powder brush and kind of like just go over everything. All right, so for my lashes, the mascara that I picked was the Lancome Hypnose Drama, and I did have that. This is one of my favorite mascaras. Now, I did pull this one off of my lower lashes because this one does smudge on me like most mascaras do. For my brows, it picked this one, the ABH Brow Wiz. And it didn't pick a brow gel, but I'm going to put a little bit of the ABH. This is just clear. So I'm going to do this and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is the eyes on the brows after I did them. It did pick an eyeliner for me. It picked the Stila Stay All Day, and I used to have that, but recently I decluttered my eyeliners, and anything that was old or, you know, dried, I threw away. And I never repurchased it because I don't wear eyeliner that often. So, and when I do, it's mainly pencil eyeliners because I feel like they look a little softer than the liquid eyeliners, and I like it better on me that way. All right, so let's see. Now for the lips, it picked the Velvet Teddy as the lipstick, and then the lip liner, it picked Whirl. So I do have them both. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. This is Whirl from MAC. My under eyes are looking a little dry. I don't know if it's the concealer or the powder. Hopefully it'll look better once I put some setting spray on. Okay, so let's do the lipstick. And this is I got a set of, it was like all different kinds of Velvet Teddy, like liquid and the powder, the different formulas that they had. They had a set for Christmas. And I am not into new lipsticks, but I like this one. And I like to wear this one with a little darker lip liner, but I went ahead and went with the AI suggestion to see how everything would turn out. Alright, so this is the lipstick, and then it suggested the Fenty lip gloss, and this is in Fussy. Very, very pretty. And then the all-nighter setting spray from Urban Decay is what they suggested. So let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna spray it on my face. I normally don't because it messes up my mascara, but I'm not going anywhere, so we'll go for that. So I'm just gonna pounce it in. This is so pretty. I think it was a good choice for fall, right? Pick some good products that went well together. I'm happy with the results. This is a really pretty lip combo. Let me know if you want to see a drugstore version of this, because I think that would be fun to do. Alright guys, so this is my completed look from the artificial intelligence picked for me. What do you think? I like it. I think it's very pretty. I love the lip color too. Even though it's a little lighter than what I normally go for, I like it. So I think that it made some good choices for me. And I'm so glad that I was able to pull out some of the products that I have not used in a long time and use them again. That was really, really neat. I mean, it's been forever since I've used this palette. And this is such a beautiful fall palette. It's just gorgeous. And this, I know they didn't mean this, but I mean, this is a beautiful palette. And that's why, even though I've had it for a while, I don't plan on getting rid of it. I'm sorry. This is what I like, and I'm keeping it. Okay, this little palette, I've also only used it like a handful of times, but it has some really pretty shades in here. This one is Luster, then Orgasm, and this one is Amore. So all three of them are really, really pretty. I like NARS, but their formula is like, it feels like a little dry. To me, it never really feels that buttery, or, you know, I don't know, it's just me. This is always nice to, if you need to darken your, you know, your foundation. I do love this foundation. I think it's beautiful. It's long lasting. It's, like I said, it just gives you like a natural look. I don't think it makes you look glowy, but it doesn't make you look dry either. This is, let me see how my eyes look now that I put maybe I need to put a little more setting spray on it. Oh my gosh, I have the hardest time opening this mirror, and it's not that difficult really. It still look a little dry. Let me see if I can put a little bit of this on the sponge. I don't like to use this spray very often because it does have denatured alcohol, and I really try to stay away from denatured alcohol. I don't mind using it once in a while because it's like anything else. If you use it once in a while, it's not going to do anything to you. But if you use it every day, I think it may dry out your skin. I don't need any of that. So it did make the under eyes a little better, but it's still like, I can see the creases under my eyes really, really pronounced. So it could be that concealer. I don't know. Maybe it's a combination of the concealer and the brightener, but that brightener hasn't done that to me with other concealers. So I don't know. It's just not looking the best down there. I'm going to move you up so you can see it. See how you can see. I mean, I do have fine lines there, but most of the concealers I own, they don't really emphasize it that much, but this one certainly does on both eyes. You can see all the little lines right there. Yeah, so that my under eyes is not my favorite, but it's okay. The lip combo I love. All right, you guys, so let me know if you enjoyed this video. I thought it was a lot of fun having, you know, like having another person pick out your makeup, and I was so happy that I was able to use, like I said, products that I haven't used in a long time. Every single one of them except for this I've used recently. The powder, even this powder, I haven't used it in a long time. The regular Laura Mercier, it's just something I haven't been grabbing. I love this mascara. It's such a good mascara. Yeah, the Velvet Teddy's beautiful. The gloss is beautiful. The lip liner is a real good one. I don't know what I did with the lid. Here it is. So definitely enjoy using that. Yeah, I think it did a really good job. All right, you guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Again, let me know if you want me to do a drugstore version of this. I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.